You know, sometimes when you're running a race, it's not just about having your eyes fixed on the ultimate goal, because if it's a long race, that's way off. Sometimes it's just sufficient to have your eyes fixed on someone who's running in front of you. And that can make a difference too, can't it? Because you know that incentive of seeing that person just persevere is what can make the difference in our lives. And incredibly, the writer to the Hebrews is saying that when we're running the race of life, it's not just about fixing our eyes on the goal, it's about fixing our eyes on someone who's run that race before us. And if you fix your eyes on Jesus, which is what the writer to the Hebrews tells us to do, we know that come what may, we can keep going in that race. Let me read to you from Hebrews 12, verse 2. It says, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Now, sometimes in the midst of the race, we're finding it tough. But whatever we go through is nothing compared with what it must have been like for Jesus. Jesus knew the blessings of highest heaven, the worship of the angels, and yet he came and lived here amongst us. He saw the pain, he saw the suffering, and he endured that. And then he set his face to go to the cross, which was the reason why he came, to lay down his life for us. And in the end, what we see here is that he triumphs over every tribulation, triumphs even over death. And because of the victory he wins, he's able to scorn the shame and say, no, this is why I came. And when we fix our eyes on Jesus, we're not just looking for our reward, we're receiving an inspiration from one who has run this race before us. And he is the pioneer of our faith. He's the one who's opened up the way, but he's also the perfecter of our faith. So whilst he's blazing the trail and encouraging us to do the same, he's also working into our lives that change, that increasing persistence and perseverance that may once have eluded us. You know, the further you run with Jesus, the more confidence that you have, and in some ways, the more competent that you become. So let's fix our eyes on Jesus, who is the pioneer and the perfecter of our faith, and follow him in this race of life, knowing that he who's won the victory, his heart is to share that victory with every single one of us.